Welcome to the H.E.A.L method, Habits for a Pain-Free Life. I'm your host, Madhavi, and I want to thank you for joining me today. Today, we're going to be talking about the L in the H.E.A.L method. It stands for lifestyle. The 4 pillars of lifestyle that I coach are sleep, mindfulness, nutrition, and movement. All of these pillars are incorporated to every single one of our lives. Each and every one of us run these pillars in a different way. So what do you do in each of your pillars? Are all your pillars balanced? That's the question. Do you have good amount of sleep that works best for your body, that helps you function successfully the next day? Do you move your body regularly? The American Heart Association recommends 150 minutes of cardio exercise a week and 75 minutes of strength training a week. And then for seniors, balance training as well. So these things that need to be incorporated into your daily life practice. You can break down the times however you want to, as long as you get it in the 7 days. That's the minimum, by the way. Nutrition. How's your nutrition? Are you choosing foods that fuel your body? The sleep, the nutrition, the movement, and then the last one is mindfulness. Many of us do not even have this as part of our practice. So if you have a table with 4 legs and one of the legs is not there, what's going to happen to that table? It's going to keep rocking forward it's not even going to stand. Maybe it just kind of wobble. And that's the way our life is going to be. It's going to be wobbly. We want to have our 4 pillars nice and strong and balanced. So lifestyle is so important in your success, whatever success means for you in your life. They say the most successful people actually get up early in the morning and they do a mindfulness practice. They do a mindfulness practice or they do a meditation. Many of them do movement. There is movement meditation. Exercise can be meditation, and that is a movement meditation, moving mindfully through it. So what is it that you do or don't do that's not getting you to the lifestyle or the success that you want? So the habits, it comes back to your habits. Your trigger, that's the cue, your routine, your behavior, and your reward, the brain lights up. We do the same thing every day because it's easy. And what I always remind my students is do the hard stuff first so that life can be easier later. Here's an example that I always give because it's easy. I talk about the retirement account. When we're young, when we're in our 20s, our first job, and then they say, okay, you need to take this much out for your retirement. You're like, oh, but I'm only going to take this much home for my home pay. No way. I'm not going to put away stuff for my retirement. It is hard to put stuff away when you're in your 20s into a retirement account because retirement feels like it's eons away. Do that hard thing first now because that eons away when you do get retired, you're going to live an easy retired life, right? That's just an example. So do the hard things first now. For me, I am not a fan of strength training. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was a very early detection. I'm very blessed that we found it early. I was angry. That's the way I went through this. I was angry. I'm like, what in the world? I do all the right things and you're telling me that my body is imbalanced? Well, at least I thought I was doing all the right things. Maybe my nourishment wasn't so good like I thought it was. Maybe I was having those too many takeout days because I didn't feel like cooking. I was tired. Or maybe I wasn't sleeping well enough because I've been stressed with other things in life and putting other people in front of me rather than taking care of myself. Whatever it was, I got the wake-up call. The wake-up call made me make some tremendous changes. I changed my nutrition. I changed my overall lifestyle, my nutrition, my mindfulness. Yes, as a yoga teacher, yes, even I was meditating, but I needed to do something else. I changed my movement practices. I started to change the things because I was like, well, like I said in a previous podcast, I said, every decade, our season changes. We need to adjust and tweak our lifestyle a little bit. We cannot be leading the same lifestyle that we were 10 and 20 and 30 As we get older, we need to make some changes, and changes are hard. Changes stink, but it'll become a habit because repetition is what your brain likes. It likes the compounding effect. And these habits will become your lifestyle. What happens is in our brain, we have this called basal ganglia in the middle of our brain, right back there, basal ganglia. And what happens is they get thicker and thicker as we create a habit. By the way, if this episode is resonating with you and you would like to go in deeper, I invite you to download my free H.E.A.L method guide. If you would like to join me in one of my yoga classes, you can join in person or online nationwide. All the links are available down below in the show notes. And let's get back to the show. So when it becomes nice and thick as a habit, we're starting to run on autopilot and do these things. So we can make lifestyle changes, and it comes through our habits. And these 4 pillars are our habits. How do you run each of these 4 pillars? For me, I was doing movement exercise. I practiced yoga. I was doing cardio. I was walking, riding an indoor bike, whatever, but I wasn't strength training regularly. As we get older, especially, it's important for us to strength train. It increases our bone density. We get more muscle fibers. Our muscles atrophy, especially in women. It starts at the age of 40, even younger, the atrophying, okay? I don't like to strength train, but when I found out that I had breast cancer and then I started taking medication that actually makes my bone density weaker, I was like, oh man, I have to strength train. I need to build up my bone density. But it's not only about building up my bone density, it's about keeping me alive. So, what if I told you that these 4 pillars are your medication that you need to survive? It's not taking a pill, it's about being and doing the things for yourself so that you can have an easier life later when you get older. Have you ever seen one of those 90-year-olds just doing all the things and they just are amazing and you're like, wow, how do they do that? It's not only genetics, my friends. It is a lifestyle. It's how do they sleep? How do they eat? How do they move? Are they mindful? And mindfulness is not just sitting and being, it's also taking care of yourself. Having that nice long bath, make time for it, put it in your calendar. All these things are lifestyle. We have 24 hours in a day, my friends. We're supposed to be sleeping about 8 hours. What are you doing for the other 16 hours, my friends? What are you doing for the other 16? Really log what you're doing. Take one day, just log every day what you do all day long and see where you are wasting time. Are you scrolling? Put a timer on your social media on your phone so that you don't go over that time and then put it away. Or take them off your phone. Don't put the icons on your phone. You can just do it on your computer. How many tabs do you have open on your computer? You see, all these things are just giving us too much stimulation that we're not able to really pay attention to what we're doing in our overall lifestyle. Our habits create our lifestyle. So, what are the habits that you want to let go of? What can you replace those habits with? These are the questions you need to ask yourself because each of us are individuals. We are different. We each have different needs. But the most important thing for our lifestyle, my friends, is to stop and pay attention to what your habits are. Are they serving you or are they bringing you down and making you even more tired? You see, the only way we will get motivation is by taking action. Motivation is born from taking action. And one of the simplest things that I have told some of my clients didn't ever exercise a day in their life. And they got to the point where they are overweight, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, feeling like junk. And they come to me and say, I need to make a change. I don't tell them, okay, I need you to get on the treadmill every day and I need you to do these type of strength training. I don't tell anyone what to do exactly. The way we need to do something is find something that we like to do, that we will feel good about doing. We don't feel like it's a chore. People find out what they want to do. So the simplest thing that I've told one of my clients is just go and buy yourself a pair of shoes. Step number 1, buy a pair of shoes. Step number 2, put the shoes on the next day and then walk to the front door. That's it. Step number 3, put the shoes on, walk out the front door, walk to your mailbox. Step number 4, the next day, walk a little further from the mailbox. This particular client walks every day, and this particular client didn't even want to walk in the winter. They couldn't stand the cold. Now, they can't get enough walking. They love walking. And they've made huge changes. They've lost 20 to 30 pounds. Blood pressure's come down. Some people have come off their diabetes medicine, blood pressure medicines, cholesterol medicines. Do you want to be taking these medications all the time? Some of us, yes, we need like a baseline dose. I get it. But we can reduce the amount by making the lifestyle changes that we want to. We can actually have a fun and energetic life ahead. So, what is it that you need to do? Think about it. If you like what you hear, if you would like to join one of my yoga classes or join me in a health and wellness coaching group session or individual session, reach out to me. My website is in the show notes. Until next time, I invite you to live healthy and live well. And bye for now.